I asked the chief for a favor. The highest ranking uniformed officer in the NYPD, Chief of Department John Chell, to come in and tell me what they lived through together. Chief, thank you during a very difficult time. Thank you for the job the men and women did to keep this to what it was. And all the reports I got while it was going on was, don't live this by the numbers. This is one of the worst things that you've had to deal with in this city. Why?
This was horrible last night. I was just listening to what you're talking about. To me, that's all noise in the background. I'm going to talk about what happened last night and how this went down. I'll timeline it for you. You know, about 6:28 last night, we see the video of the gunman going into the lobby of this building. Once he enters this building, he kills our officer, family man, Officer Islam, father of 2, pregnant wife, the best that New York has to offer. Then he shoots a worker from the NFL. And what does he do? He tries to get on his phone to alert his colleagues upstairs. Then there's a female mom of 2 trying to hide behind a pillar, and she's gone down. Then you have the security guard, father of 2, many brothers and sisters, part of a security apparatus, does what he could do to save, and he can't. That's just downstairs, and then it's so horrific. This is the humanity of it. This is what really happened. And then he goes upstairs, and he chases down a maid, fires at her. You had to see this to believe, and she saved herself. And then kills a female rising star in a Rudin company and kills her. Just unbelievable. And this is an active shooter. These things happen fast. We're talking 45 minutes from start to finish. And what we had to deal with out in the street was people running out of the building. I had a car double parked running with weapons and impossible bombs, as far as we're concerned. I had cops in a 44-story building trying to clear this. I had cops in the lobby of NYPD. I had gunshots going off. This is not normal. This was tragic, and this was a long night.
So, Chief, you've been trained and conditioned since 9/11 that the extremism threat is from outside. People coming in here trying to destroy our way of life. How do you deal with more and more it being our own, who are deciding to just take on the violence?
You know, we just have to deal with it every day, wherever it comes from. We talked about it last week. There are lone wolves that, in this case, drove across the country with an AR-15 rifle and another gun, and intent to kill. And again, these people were the best of New Yorkers last night. These were moms, workers. We had security guards. We had EMS workers helping. We had doctors at New York Presbyterian trying to save lives. You had people out in the street helping. This goes beyond all this political stuff. I don't talk about that. I talk about the humanity of what happened last night. And it was tragic. It was a long night, and our hearts go out to all these families and friends. And, you know, tragic. That's all I can really say.
What do you tell the men and women on the job about why it's worth doing?
We took an oath to protect and serve. It's a noble calling. And every cop out there last night, I'll tell you right now, Chris, every cop out there, including myself, wishes we can go back in time last night and put ourselves to help Officer Islam, who was ambushed, to put ourselves up in that cubicle with that worker to help her, to put ourselves next to that stanchion to help that woman, to put ourselves, we would sacrifice our lives to slow that down last night and to preserve our New Yorkers' lives. That's what we do. That's the oath we took. We'll internalize this, and people go through their own emotions today, like I did, but we have a job to do, and we'll keep on doing it, and we'll keep putting ourselves in front of danger. That's what we do, and that's what we tried to do last night. A 44-story building. I got cops in those elevators going up. We're searching, and we know what's going to happen if we encounter him. We know what's at stake. You know, he took his life earlier than that, but we know what the ultimate outcome could have been last night for one of us. But we go willingly because this is what we do.
What are you seeing in terms of how people who are on the job but also considering the job deal with what people say about police and what is done to police?
Oh, God. We have enough time? Look,
for you, always.
Look, we hear it. We don't like it. But there's not much we can do about it. In New York City, there's 8.5 million people with 38 million opinions, right? We can't worry about that. We just got to come to work, do the job the best we can, protect the city, take care of our families, and just be like in New York, like everybody, like Officer Islam was. Community man, father from Bangladesh. He was working last night in uniform to make some extra money to support his family. And nobility of doing that while having to protect people in that building. Tell me another story that rises above that. There isn't any.
How long you been on the job?
Almost 32 years.
How has it changed?
Well, we talked about it last week. How's it changed? We're demonized, defund the police. knock us down. We're the bad guys. We're not the good guys. Monday morning quarterbacks all day long. And we've had to overcome this, especially post-2020, all this demonization. But that's fine. It's not fine, but we deal with it. Because we have no other choice but to protect and serve and do our job. We have no choice in the matter. We might not like it, but we do it, and we'll continue to do it. And we just put that noise to the side and keep moving forward.
How hard was it for you getting up this morning and going back on the job after everything you had to go through yesterday?
Very hard. But I'm the leader of the operations. You know, our commissioner's the leader of the whole thing. Our mayor's the leader of the whole city. But you got to get up and rise up. You can't. You want to take an extra half hour this morning, like I did, to sit with my wife? But you got to get to work, and you got to support the men and women that are out there. They need to see me. They need to see the executives. They need to see the team. They need thank you from New Yorkers. They need a nod and a pat on the back. To watch them standing tall last night doing all the dignitary transfers, to look on their faces. These are young kids. These are my sons, right? So it's just a tough night all the way around for the city and for the department. One
of the details that we've learned that just makes you scratch your head is that supposedly the shooter's father had been on the job in L.A.
Retired LAPD, yeah.
I mean, can you imagine the anguish? I mean, for any parent, but let alone one who had been on the job.
I could imagine, and my heart goes out to him too, because I'm sure he's he's feeling bad. His family's feeling bad. Nobody wants this, and we can talk about mental illness, but nobody wants this for their kids, and it's just sad.
And there's no real easy fix for violence, not even of this kind that seems to be motivated by an agenda.
Look, 45 minutes last night, a guy just abandons his car on the street, just walks up. It happens so fast, and people want a Monday morning quarterback, that's fine. But these things happen so fast. They're so different. There's so many variables involved. Someone in AR-15 intent on killing anything he saw last night. That's hard to deal with. And then to walk through that crime scene last night and to go upstairs, it was just one of the... In all my years of doing this, are very tough. And if it's tough on me, I couldn't imagine what's tough on the lower ranks below me who don't have the experience. But we're a collective family, I guess, at the end of the day.
You hope at some point it just motivates people to realize that you got to care about one another, that it's all so pointless when people try to take life. You got to hold on to it while you can. You got to protect the people you can. You got to appreciate the people that are doing the job. And Chief, I appreciate you.
Well, thank you for the time.
Hey,
appreciate it.
Chief, you are always welcome at NewsNation to tell people what they need to know.
No, I appreciate his time.
And I have tremendous respect for what you do. Thank you for doing the job and keeping us safe.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.